Hey everyone, the Dan Dallin, a positive influence here at Clubhouse Cards with Nick and James, and we're going to talk sports. What's the big topic right now? Well, we're coming up on football season. We've had a couple of preseason games so far, and all we know is that the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
That's a good
For more
hot
on that,
take, hot
well,
take.
let's turn it over to Nick and James.
Well, I got to lead off with that must have
That
been a
is
very
not
biased
happening.
remark there. No, I mean, there's a possibility, but
fine.
I don't know if it's any sort of guarantee. Sorry to shoot you down on that one. But
I can always hope. I'll still hope.
So I think today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the quarterbacks to look out for and maybe who to stay away from. Obviously, an opinion from us, but depending on who you ask, it might tell you something different. I could tell you that since last year, we have been collecting Tyler Shuck. Any card that we can get of his, we've been putting it to the side. But we'll see how it pans out. He showed some flashes at the end of last year. His card values didn't really go up after doing so. If you look at what he does compared to what like Jackson Dart cards go for, it seems like Chuck has a lot of room to grow. So, I mean, they added some new weapons with Tyson and ETN both being added to the offense.
Yeah,
I think he
Jalen
has a
Tyson
chance.
just went down with an injury
Oh, no, I missed that.
already.
Stop.
I swear.
Stop. That was his concern,
already.
too.
It is. Yep, that was his big concern on getting drafted. He is not going to be there to help his quarterback.
Yeah, and then you got to look at
So-
Chris Olave and say, is that dude going to last
He's
more
not
than a
gonna-
couple of weeks before getting
got
another concussion?
He has the Tua syndrome.
He
where
does
he
have
just
the
doesn't
Tua.
block his face for some reason, even with a helmet. But
Yep.
there's some quarterbacks that have a high ceiling this year. Jaden Daniels took an absolute bomb on his market the whole last season. No production, couldn't stay healthy. The wide receiver room was complaining every day, so there was no help for him. They shut him down, came back, shut him down again, and I think that his market is gonna take an absolute boom this year.
I hope so. I mean, he showed a lot of flashes of talent in his rookie year.
Yeah, he has
And
good talent.
Didn't they add some? Who did they add for wide receivers this year? I'm drawing such a big blank right now.
I just know that they're gonna be a talented young team.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
were
They have
they
a
were
shot.
talented last year. They were just unhealthy. So sometimes that happens for young teams. But quarterbacks, you want to talk about young quarterbacks? I've only heard mid things about Mendoza over there for the Raiders. So hopefully the quarterback czar Tom Brady can help him get figured out also, because he looks like he's gonna lose his job to Kirk Cousins real fast.
I think long term he doesn't look like a quality starter in the NFL. I mean, I
kind of
think
looked
that
like it
he's
yesterday, right?
Yeah, he's a system quarterback. I hate saying that because people say that about all sorts of great quarterbacks, but I think he can go in and fit in as maybe a backup long term. And
Yeah.
I hope he proves me wrong. I mean, you don't know.
And Gary
Seems like a good
Kubiak
guy.
is still open to starting his old quarterback, but it's going to be a good matchup there. Deshaun Watson and Shador Sanders have a good matchup going on, even though the team kind of sucks. But Shador is probably not so much in the lead than Deshaun right now, but who really knows how that's going to pan out in the next 2 weeks before season starts.
Do you think that Baker Mayfield long term in the NFL is going to be
That's a big thing, is like they don't want to pay Baker over there in Tampa Bay. And they said it again. He's in the last year of his contract, and he might be heading out also to go and help another team somewhere else. I mean, he did all right with the Rams. Then he really showed a lot of flash back again. You know why he was a top pick for the Tampa Bay Bucks. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that might have had a lot to do with Tom Brady also, somewhere over there in the Bucks organization when he left, right? And then now Tom Brady's kind of gone, and he went over there with the Raiders, and now the Raiders' whole quarterback room is kind of flashing if Francisco can get it figured out how to play football.
Yeah, I
again.
can see that.
But-
I was thinking about Baker Mayfield the other day, though. Like, I just don't know if he can ever go to a team and they're going to offer him some sort of long term.
Nah, he's not a long-term quarterback. He's
No.
he's a filler quarterback. He's
is
not a filler
a
quarterback.
quality filler quarterback. Don't get me
Which
wrong.
sadly, like after this year, CJ Stroud might be a filler quarterback for the next couple years until they start moving on with these younger DJ Lagways and stuff coming out, and like a transition quarterback. He's going to be a Jacoby Brissett, which sucks.
I think that the
A waste of
Houston
talent.
team, like if you take away CJ Stroud and you look at their
You know who
offense
just went
and
down
defense-
last night?
What?
Jaden Higgins just went down and tore his ACL out for season.
That's
too.
crazy. I mean, he's
So
not
it's
the
like-
biggest loss for them, but it's still.
I mean, who else you got? Now you got
Nico.
what? Nico. Hopefully,
much you go.
Tank Dell comes back and plays good ball for him. He
True.
was an excellent rookie, but again, like he had an awful leg injury. So who even knows if he's going to come back healthy?
Okay.
Tyreek's not back,
And they brought in David Montgomery to run in the backfield, right? I'm pretty sure that Texans
he
picked
might.
him up.
Yeah, he is playing. He's running for Houston.
Mm-hmm. But their defense is so solid that I don't think CJ Stroud has to be that great. He just has to.
They have
not that bad.
amazing. Yeah, they need to score the points a couple times because their defense is going to hold them down.
Yep.
I never said that the Texans weren't valid for the AFC South because they definitely have a ringer on that. But
yeah, if he could flash back to anything he was in his rookie season, that team could make a run.
Yeah, I think great young quarterbacks have a chance this year. Cam Ward got Cardell Tate, like you know what I mean. Like there's gonna be some amazing talent this year.
I'm gonna argue with you, and I'm gonna say Kyler Murray is gonna be decent this year.
I don't even think Kyler Murray's gonna play.
What do you mean he's not gonna play?
I don't think he's gonna play. I think he'll start. I think he'll start for him.
I don't think he goes. I think he goes. A great season.
Nah, he's a mid quarterback.
Mm.
I think he likes too many after school activities.
He does. He likes playing video games.
I feel like he's just like, I don't know. He's like a child.
Physically and mentally.
Just not wanting to understand the system. He thinks a talent can lead him to throw a football, but don't want to pick the playbook up.
True. I can see that.
So you got to pick the playbook up to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I mean, I've only heard like these dudes call plays for fun over hosting like on Fox or CBS or something, right? Or Tony Romo like calls plays out.
I know what you mean.
It's crazy.
Yep, I've heard him do that too.
And if you're not looking at the playbook, then you can't be a decent quarterback in the NFL.
If you can throw the ball anywhere near Justin Jefferson, you have a shot at being a decent quarterback.
That's true. That dude's pretty good. So I think he has a lot of talent also. Justin Jefferson, there's a lot of talent on the whole team. So
there really is. How about you think the Cowboys are going to do as good as everybody's saying this year? I think offensively they're going to be a powerhouse.
I think they always are, though. It's like they always score points. They just can't stop points from being scored, and they can't win big games.
They can't win playoff games.
Yeah, they just cannot win big games. I don't know what it is. They just shut down. I don't know why they can't win the big games, but they never can. Dak Prescott, that's his whole career, is not being able to finish.
Yep.
And that sucks.
He'll go out and be like MVP caliber all season
he has
long.
Good talent.
300 yards plus a game.
Who else was doing that, though? Like Tony Romo used to throw absolutely just stupid numbers at the stat lines. Just dumb. And couldn't win the big games. And that was also his thing was you couldn't win the big games. Same thing as Dak. It might not be the quarterback problem.
Might be the organization.
Might be an organization problem.
Mm-hmm. It's quite possible.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm excited about?
What?
I'm excited about Jeremiah Love and Carson Beck playing football together.
Yeah, are you thinking that Carson Beck's definitely getting the start? I think
Carson Beck starts for that squad. I think even though they paid Jacoby Brissett.
I think Brissett starts the first couple of weeks, and when they start losing, they're going to give him a shot. I could see that.
It's hard to say the losing though because Brissett's a winning quarterback.
It is
he's a winner quarterback. He is. He's all right.
He's all right, I guess. He's got good weapons too, though. Well, Marvin Harrison really isn't as good as everybody thought, but Michael Wilson's pretty solid. Trey McBride might be
scared of getting hit.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's scared of getting hit
like Brian Thomas Jr.
by big humans, and it makes him not want to catch the football.
Mm-hmm. But I think Trey McBride might be the best tight end in the NFL.
He might be the best tight end in the NFL.
I don't think he gets enough love for what he does.
No, but the team doesn't get enough love. Now the team might get love. Like Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride. If Carson Beck is anything like Carson Beck from Miami, like
true, they could be a fun
serious
team to
squad.
Mm-hmm.
Their line's their line's not the greatest, but they've always been running back heavy. So then you kind of bolster your line anyway when you're running back so heavy because your quarterback game sucks.
Yeah,
but I agree that in order for Carson Beck to really stand on it, I think Marvin Harrison needs to pick up his game. I think Trey McBride is going to be the guy to go to for him, though.
What about
he might
Seahawks?
Be a fantasy pickup.
You think Seahawks come back and play well again this year?
Nah. I think that was a fluke. I think they had a good season. Proud of Sam Darnold, but that ain't happening again.
No, I don't think he's talented enough to lead them again.
No.
They lost Kenneth Walker, so they're leaning on Zach Charbonnet at this point for running back.
Kenneth Walker knew to jump ship. That was a fluke season. That was a good season for him. Very very happy for him. But I don't know if that might never happen again for the Seahawks. They didn't have an amazing team, I don't think.
They had an amazing defense and
I think they lucked into like a lot of good situations.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
True.
A lot of fluke stuff happened the whole way. No.
Well,
Who else we talking about?
Drake May and AJ Brown.
Yeah, that's a good connection.
I think it quite possibly could be. You know that AJ Brown, the first couple of years he goes to a new team, he plays his, can I say ass? Plays his ass off.
I mean, he has to. He has to. You're jumping ship like that.
Yeah, it's true.
You're jumping ship to a better team. Like, you need to play ball for the better team. And Drake May is a good quarterback for AJ Brown. I've been watching his highlights during joint practices, and he is missing the ball though.
Who is?
AJ.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what's up with his gloves, but
Well, when
he
you
missed a
don't get the
couple
ball
of-
thrown to you for 2 years, it might be hard to remember.
yeah, Quinyon. Yeah, no joke. Quinyon Mitchell was locking him down.
Hmm.
But that's. I mean, it is what it is. Some players have good skills against other players, so couldn't be against everyone. And it's not a live game, so maybe AJ's just kind of sitting back a little bit and then playing with his food.
Do you think Cam Ward comes out and plays like a number one overall pick, or?
Nah, I think he plays though.
I think he showed some flashes.
He plays. I think he plays good football. I don't think that he's the number one pick. When you say number one pick, are we talking like, do you think that he's like what a quarterback pinnacle should be?
No, I just mean that. I mean, kind of, I guess.
No.
When you're looking at the draft that came in last year, was he deservingly so to go number one?
Sometimes I don't think that number one picks necessarily are like the best things to come out.
No, most of the time it's not that way.
I think it just deserves like timing, right? Like, if you don't need a quarterback, then who really cares about the first pick? So I think that Cam Ward is, I don't know. I don't think he's as bad as Jamarcus Russell was.
Well, no, that's.
I think he's like a Donovan McNabb. I don't think he's necessarily a Hall of Fame quarterback at the number one overall pick.
I feel like you take a Donovan McNabb. That's not the worst.
Yeah,
That was a big difference to go from Jamarcus Russell to Donovan.
Wait, I'm just
McNabb.
saying he's not Jamarcus. Well, Donovan McNabb's not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think Brock Purdy's a great quarterback.
No, don't even. I actually think he is. I believe the hype.
Nah,
I watched him make some crazy plays last year.
Like a 7.
A 7 is a really good number on a scale of 10.
Not when there's 32.
No, you take that. You take where Brock Purdy was picked, the situation he came into,
Understandable.
and he came in and has done what he has done.
Yeah.
You don't complain about that.
Happy for you. But I don't think that's. I don't know. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think San Francisco has what everyone needs to start is a great foundation. They have an amazing organization.
They do. Great organization. Their team, their offense themselves over the last 2 years, injury prone as hell.
Yeah,
look at McCaffrey every year. He didn't get hurt last year. Don't get me wrong. Well,
they're drafting running back this year.
They need to.
Bet you. They're drafting the best running back in the NCAA. I don't know who it is, but it's going to be him.
Yeah, you can't rely on McCaffrey for that much longer, I don't think.
Nope. You might look to like dump him and see if you might get some trade value for him to a contender. I don't know. Like, would you consider San Francisco a contender? Yeah, but if you're
maybe if everybody's healthy. Maybe.
Yeah, but if you're trying to like aside from yourself, if you think that you're a contender, like you ship McCaffrey to a different contender outside of your division, outside of your league.
Just depending on how the season goes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're up there and you're 10-2, and you're not getting rid of him.
Yeah,
at
that's
that
true.
point.
Well, if he's healthy, if it ain't him that's doing it, then what do you really do?
True.
Yeah, who else is playing ball?
Well, we can go to Miami. Is Malik Willis gonna actually be a starter?
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
So when Jordan Love went out a few different times and Malik Willis came in, he was extremely serviceable. But as a serviceable quarterback in the best class or best,
they had to have seen something on film for this guy because they brought him in so fast and they paid him good money.
They did pay him
to like sit and figure out the system over there in Miami.
They must believe in him. I don't know. He's still young. Why not take the shot on him?
Yeah.
Tua was awful. Quinn Ewers, they must not love that much, I guess.
Man, he was so good in college.
Mm-hmm.
He was so good in college, dude. I don't know what happened. I actually seen that. I seen Quinn Ewers grow up through like high school film.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to watch him like through film over there in Texas and try to. I was like, wow, this dude's really good. But I don't know, he didn't pan out.
No.
So
Must not be a good fit.
yeah,
Sometimes that's all it is. Sometimes I think that teams pick up players, and it's not per se that they're bad or not, good for their position. They just don't fit into an organization.
Yeah.
Or don't get their shot, whatever it may be.
Daniel Jones is completely healthy for Indianapolis this year too.
We'll see how
We'll
that
see.
goes. I don't believe in
You know
Daniel
what I mean?
Jones. I'm sorry. You just can't overlook what he did with New York for years.
Or what New York did with Daniel Jones.
No. I mean, yeah and no.
New York destroys everybody's career.
That's true.
It's not a place like you go to have a Hall of Fame career. Not unless Eli's throwing the football.
True.
Well,
I don't know. I think that's about all I got for now. So
yeah, I don't even know who else is throwing the ball in the league.
Well, we didn't talk about Mahomes.
Oh, it's not even a question. That
We didn't
dude's-
talk about the main people, Mahomes and Allen and
Yeah, Mahomes.
Lamar Jackson. And
Mahomes is the truth.
Mahomes comes back, does what he always does. Josh Allen goes out,
He has
has a
an
great
actual.
season.
He has an actual running game, which he has never had.
Yeah, I know. Would they have Pacheco last year? They've had Kareem Hunt and
Yeah, but it's always Kareem Hunt in the middle of the season coming in to pick up for the playoffs. And you had Clyde Edwards-Helaire a couple years ago. You got Pacheco, who's a good running back. But dude, you bring in K9.
K9's also injury prone too, though. Almost every year that dude's
Yeah, but you
getting
ain't
hurt.
got to play. You ain't got to play every down. They need someone to. They need someone to block. That's why I thought Casey was jumping the draft to go and pick up Jeremiah, because Jeremiah's great asset is like his greatness is blocking for his quarterback and then catching out of the backfield, which Patrick Mahomes would have.
Total side note.
That dude would have so many touchdowns.
Dude, we were talking about him the other day. Giants just signed Najee Harris. Remember, I was like, "What happened
Ew.
to this dude? Where did he
Why?
go?" Probably because
Who's running back there? Tyrone Tracy.
it's Tracy Scadaboo, Devin Singletary, and
That's
Najee
a
Harris.
serious dude. That's a serious backfield though. The Colts have the #1 backfield in the league. They just rated it, which is crazy because it's just Jonathan Taylor.
It's just Jonathan Taylor. Who's even backing him up these
I
days?
literally, as a Colt fan, couldn't tell you.
Trying to think.
Pretty sure it's a kid from college.
Must be not that good then.
Yeah, I don't. It's just crazy to think that they have the #1 backfield in the league, and that's including like your backups. So
Well, it's because he's a workhorse. It doesn't matter who's your backup if you're running 27 times a game.
He literally is picking up the workload
Mm-hmm.
for Indy. So hopefully that breaks off Daniel Jones a little bit for he can get moving.
He had him moving at the beginning of the season last year,
Yeah.
and you were telling me
Then
that
his
Indy was the
legs
best
stopped-
team
then
in the
his-
league.
Then his legs stopped working.
Then the whole team stopped working.
I didn't tell you they were the they were the
Yeah,
best
no,
team.
you were like, the new power rankings came out,
ESPN rated them 1,
and then all of a sudden they
and
missed
2.
the playoffs.
and then they missed the playoffs. I don't even know how that happened.
That's insane.
I wish I'd have put $10 on that.
Yeah, dude, the payout would have been
Payout would
pretty
have been
crazy.
fat.
Yeah.
They're probably like $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would have been a play.
You want to bet against your team like that? I could have done the same thing, saying Carolina was going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, you would have made hella money too.
Yeah, I would have.
Carolina don't ever make the playoffs.
We didn't even talk about Bryce Young,
Young's
but I don't know if we
ass,
need to
that's
talk
why.
about Bryce
Well,
Young.
that's because he sucked. he got.
He's a
that's
nice guy, okay?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Great guy. Great guy.
That doesn't win you games, though.
Yeah, doesn't win games. You know. Yeah. It's like going to a restaurant and getting microwave food.
I don't
So
know if
sorry,
that's
dude.
Yeah.
So sorry, bro. Play quarterback, but don't play quarterback. Halfway. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so let's stick a little bit with the football. What's a good long shot for somebody to make the playoffs?
Long shot for somebody to make the playoffs.
Arizona Cardinals. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to make the playoffs.
You go downstairs and make that bet when we get down there, then. If you truly believe in that.
I think that they will make the playoffs.
I will fade that bet, but it's not even worth it because it wouldn't even be
Carson Beck for 2,500 plus yards and 20 touchdowns and a playoff.
Dude, I keep saying that Jonathan Brooks, Panthers running back. Yeah, I'm gonna take him for 1,000 yards.
That would be cool. He will do that. I think he'll do that too. Actually,
I don't know how long that Chuba is out for, but I saw he went down.
I don't even know. I wish you can actually bet these lines because I would go and find these lines.
I think you can.
Put some money on
I think we could find something. You can definitely do to make the playoffs. You can do that with the Cardinals for sure.
My long shot, Dan, is the Arizona Cardinals make the playoffs. That's my final decision.
Arizona Cardinals to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're probably like minus 20, or they're probably like plus 20,000 right now to make
Please
the playoffs.
do not call the shop when this bet does not hit.
I call the shop. It's cool.
I'll give you Nick's personal number.
Yeah, you can call personal. That's fine. That's hilarious. But wait till it happens, and then everyone who's making money, you come and thank me with a handshake.
With a handshake, maybe, how about like a gallon of gas?
Nah, you can keep that gallon of gas. I want your handshake. I want you to know. I want you to come on back for some more information. And you're thinking Jonathan Brooks for 1,000 yards on the floor? I think it's easy.
I bet you the odds aren't that great for it. Like, the payout should be okay.
$40.
Nah, it'll be more than that. $10 to win like 70 would be my bet.
All right,
plus 700 odds.
Yeah, that's not too terrible. I'll accept that. Cool. I would do the same bet. Parlay it.
I may be willing to do the same thing too, right? Just pick an amount that you're all right.
Yeah, we'll just
parting with.
Parlay it.
Exactly. Take the shot. Gives you something to look forward to every week and watch. You know.
Yep.
When the Cardinals lose their first 5, you're gonna be calling up Nick.
They ain't losing 5. They might lose 5 over the year.
Everybody that does
They're
that
gonna
bet.
go 10-6.
I'm gonna tell everybody that does
10
that
and
bet
6.
to call
Cardinals,
you
10-6.
to call you and say, "Is Darren?"
Darren. 10-6. Cardinals.
All right.
Craziest thing ever.
No, sorry.
Well, heard it here first.
It's not crazy. I'm telling you.
No.
Carson Beck and Jeremiah Love. Watch. Offensive rookie of the year. Also.
That's not
All
crazy.
right. Now we're getting silly.
No, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. You can give it to either one of the guys too. Y'all are gonna mark my words. In 1 year from now, you're gonna be like, "Damn, he was right." About all of it.
I want a copy of this at some point so I can rub it in his face when he's so wrong.
Oh, we'll make clips of this and we'll play it every week.
I'm gonna put it right on a board in the back of Nick's bad takes.
Yeah. Next to the world's greatest sports names.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Well.
Too much.
All right. Well, so that's what we're gonna go with. We'll end on that. Nick's calling the Arizona Cardinals making the playoffs. They don't have to go far. They just got to make the first round.
It's the wild card.
And
That's all they gotta go.
I'm on camera. Nick's not, but he's pointing at you and he's making faces.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
teach
good.
him how cameras work later. So from Clubhouse Cards at Salmon Run Mall, you heard it here first. Nick's calling the Cardinals to make the playoffs, whatever that bet may be. We'll find out. So from Clubhouse Cards, I am the Dan Dallin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day.